Yeah, I varied a bit. Warm milk, honey, banana.
And hay.
No, not hay.
Have you had your Weetabix?
Good afternoon, people. Welcome to our presentation on strategy in action. Today we're going to be talking about Weetabix and the strategic analysis by Sean James, Jonathan Dale, Safa, Tia,
With the A6. Then we looked for the production of the company, and the company produces 3 billion Weetabix breakfast biscuits every year from site catering. Then we looked for the profit of the company, officially the top-selling breakfast cereal in the United Kingdom, accounting for 8% of the country's total cereal sales.
I am now going to discuss the Boston Matrix. With the stars, Weetabix Bite Size is Weetabix's most top-selling breakfast. The question marks is the Weetabix chocolate spoon size, which is not selling as well as the other breakfast. The dog is the Oatbix, which is aimed at the healthy people. However, people have been complaining about the taste. It tastes too much like porridge. Also, the cash cow is the original Weetabix itself, which is continually selling in the market.
Even if the penetration in households reached a percentage of 40%, Weetabix faced the situation of new arrivals that are selling similar products such as Kellogg's and Nestle, and decided to reinvent the message of its advertising to increase growth and price while retaining penetration. By using advertising in different ways, Weetabix has as a target to reach over 100,000 customers and increase brand loyalty. In 2002, Weetabix have used the strategy behind the brand's relaunch, and this demonstrates that the strategy reasserted the brand's core role in a changing morning food cup market. It uses econometric modeling and IRI based and the incremental data to show immediate short-term sales effects. As a result, advertising took the Weetabix Ltd to number 1 in value terms in ready-to-eat cereals. The second graph shows the annual profit of Weetabix. In 2001, the profit was 49 million and staggered up and down to reach in 2008 the number of 76 million 933,000 pounds.
Weetabix is one of the United Kingdom's leading makers of branded cereal labels. The company also has a strong manufacturing operations in the United States, Canada, and exports products to a variety of countries, including much of Europe. While slugging it out for market share against tough competition such as Kellogg's and Nestle, Weetabix has managed to thrive by establishing clear leadership in a limited number of cereal segments.
The obesity impact on the cereal industry. With the global world becoming more obese, the governments around the world are putting pressure on junk food ads and junk food in general in order to promote healthy lifestyles for people to prevent obesity.
Social Breakfast is an online hub which facilitates effective dialogue between young people from socially excluded backgrounds and those at the forefront of decision making. This gives Weetabix an opportunity to thrive in the cereal industry. Weetabix has recently announced that they have chosen Wax Digital to provide e-procurement platform. The user-friendly nature and agility of the product was essential for their decision. A Weetabix spokesman said they expect to see efficiency where suppliers can, for instance, have full visibility of the company's POS, see changes and submit questions all within the platform. The technology will also support and drive to get spend visibility and therefore manage compliance across the indirect areas where procurement previously didn't have the ability. The increased efficiency provided by new processes and technology has enabled staff to be moved from largely transactional work into focusing on the new indirect procurement areas. As the Weetabix spokesman has said, that Weetabix hasn't had to increase procurement headcount, but they have increased their scope of the work significantly.
Concerning the strengths of the Weetabix strategy, they are a leading company with a high market share in a high-growth industry. Its original brand Weetabix acts as a cash cow product, and in order to maintain this dominance, Weetabix introduced cost cuts by reducing their number of employees from 2,843 in 2003 to 1,314 in 2008. They have also used various extension strategies, attempting to capitalize on the increase of shopping visits to ensure that their position in the market is not threatened. Other than attempting to appeal to the trendy, health-conscious consumer market, they are also attempting to appeal to the younger generations in order to increase their revenue in the future by ensuring that they have a continuous brand-loyal customer base. The traditionally breakfast-orientated British people began to skip cereals in favour of more conveniently packaged alternatives such as cereal bars. In response, the company rolled out a number of new products in 2002 and 2003, including Mini-Bix and Weetabix Crunch. The company also launched a successful Alpen cereal bar. These moves helped the company rebound in 2003 with rising profits. The cost cuts helped justify the development of Weetabix production units and the cost of advertising. Reducing the added costs incurred by vertical acquisition and the development of the production unit whilst keeping an internal chain of supply meant that a quicker production method reduced on buffer stock wastage and ensured that specifications were met at an improved level. The strengths of using such tactics enable Weetabix to maintain good profitability at a time where the UK is experiencing a double-dip recession. The launch of new products as extension strategies whilst attempting to target the younger generation means that customers will continue to relate to the Weetabix as a reliable household product for many years to come. And by concentrating on the product alone, it's not easy to gain a sustainable competitive advantage in the market, since most products can be imitated relatively easy, therefore making it difficult for consumers to tell the difference between products made by other manufacturers. The increase in advertising and diversification of the product range means that Weetabix can stand out from the competitors, and the new threat of value products such as Tesco's Wheat Biscuit range, whilst maintaining steady pricing in its marketing mix to ensure that the product is seen to be of a good quality. And this tactic may help sales to continue to rise in the price-sensitive markets.
Weetabix will continue to consider the health of the nation with all their products. All of the new products will meet nutritional pledges, and Weetabix have continued to assess the sugar and salt content for the products ongoing. All wheat used by Weetabix is grown within 50 miles of the factories. Weetabix has a very strong brand name and a wide product portfolio. Broad target market means Weetabix is able to target six-month babies to the elderly, as other brands cannot target young babies. The health factor. Weetabix has a good leg of social factors related to health and well-being. Weetabix has been operating for almost 80 years, which means they have a very good understanding, knowledge and awareness of the market they are operating in. Weetabix has reduced their carbon footprint by 3,904 tonnes of CO2 ahead of target. Outsourcing Weetabix transport, they will see further reductions in carbon footprint. The Weetabix Energy Management Programme has delivered and will continue to deliver savings as Weetabix explore alternative methods of sources. However, current regulations mean that Weetabix cannot install wind turbines to use wind power, but Weetabix will continue to look for alternative methods of energy. Also, Weetabix are behind on their pledges for water usage, but are considering other ways to ensure their 2020 targets are met.